What's up everyone, this is Bren, and this is going to be another strategy cast video. Now, I've gotten a lot of good feedback from the last two that I've done, so I've decided to continue with this series. And basically, if you're new to this series in particular, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over things such as item builds, skill builds, and just the general hero movements that players are going to be making. So, I'll be focusing on both the things that I see that I feel are correct, and also the things I feel that are incorrect. And I'm not gonna like give mercy to some players. These are actually my friends that are playing. The top three on Radiant, Michael, Innate, and Barrier are my friends. And yeah, so on the Radiant we have Anti-Mage being played by Michael, Innate is on the Tusk, Barry is playing the Chen, and they also have a Crystal Maiden, a Puck on their team. And on the enemy team they have a Bloodseeker, a Winter Wyvern, a Darkseer, a Storm Spirit, and a Silencer. And wow, this Dire team is really strong for a pub. Um, but yeah, so these are my friends. I think, yeah, the average MMR in this game is about 4.5k, so it should be a pretty good analysis video. I know that there is a decent discrepancy between the players in terms of their MMR, but we have this rune battle going on. Puck should be able to just orb away. Alright, he orbed a little bit too soon, but he was afraid of taking too much damage right there. So it's kind of understandable, but this was kind of like a panic orb. He definitely had more distance. He could have taken at least 2 more shots and orbed away, I think. But okay, this is a really sick play that Innate just did, and what he just did is he blocked off these two heroes. Not only did he block off the Storm Spirit, but he also blocked out the Bloodseeker. And this means that, yeah, so Storm Spirit actually missed 1 CS right here, so sick play for Innate, having the presence of mind to throw his shards right there. And what also is pretty big is not only did he mess up the Storm Spirit a little bit, but Bloodseeker is coming into the lane a little bit late. Now, Silencer needs to be auto-denying this lane, because Innate actually planted this Observer Ward really early. And do the supports on the Dire have sentries? No, they do not. So this block is kind of risky for an offlaner, I'd say, especially if you know that the enemy has 2 supports, but they don't have sentries early, so this risk is going to be paying off. But still, even against this lane, as Tusk against the Silencer and the Winter River, they should be able to just completely zone him out, but Silencer was kind of auto-attacking down the wave early, so I don't know what that was about, but they need to be getting this lane back. Someone needs to be pulling. Someone needs to be pulling this right now. And they aren't. They're just sitting in lane. Okay, this is actually a big problem, guys. So I might just be focusing on this lane a lot, because there's like some huge trialing mistakes going on. Basically, even on Dire, what you can do, even if this is blocked and the lane starts pushing, you still have another camp that you can work with. So this hard camp, all someone has to do is eat through, get this stacked, and pull it, and then it will deny the entire wave, and it'll push it back, so Silencer can start zoning. But they just aren't doing that. Okay, well they're doing it now, but they could have done it earlier. And Tuskar's already level 3, so yeah, just huge mistakes. But let's take a look at mid lane. Puck actually managed to die again against the Soul Storm. I don't really know how that happened. I'll assume that he just got really aggressive on him or something. This is a pretty good match. I would say this is a decent matchup for just farming between them. I mean, it's like a basically an even matchup where both of them should be getting good farm, unless shit like this starts happening where they just decide to go ham on each other and just be extremely aggressive. So this Kodisha guy is being really aggressive. And let's take a look down bot. So we have an AM and a Crystal Maiden against a Darkseer. Traditionally, AM lanes really well against the Darkseer because he has a pretty good damage range if you go for early points and stats, and you get just your Quelling Blade. You can last hit easily under tower, and with 1 point into your spell shield, you can actually tank some Ion Shells, and he's naturally fast. So he went for his Ring of Health, Quelling Blade. He didn't go for a Stout Shield, which I guess it's alright against a Darkseer, but normally, yeah, I don't know. Even against a Darkseer, I would like to have him. I would like to see Michael pick up a shield right here, because he's tanking this damage. He could be negating it a bit, but I guess he really just wanted to rush out the Ring of Health. It should be just fine, but I would have gotten a Stout Shield in this lane. Darkseer's pulled it off the wave, which is definitely correct. This hero is really strong, guys, Darkseer, in pubs, because most of the time you're going to be up against solo support, and you can just completely dominate the enemy carry. And as you guys can see, Darkseer is really fucking disruptive against these type of heroes. Even though AM is doing a good job of farming less, he's still taking a lot of damage, and they have really no kill potential on the Darkseer. Okay, so Innate just died, but he's level 4. He's not doing too bad, and he managed to get both of them low. But Silencer does have Tangos, Bloodseeker. Obviously, he's a Bloodseeker with Blood Rage. He'll be just back up to full blood. And so Puck is being gone on right here. This guy's always dead, it seems like. So he dies again. But Innate's coming out. Big bad Tusk right here. Is he gonna be able? Are they gonna be able to get return kills? Oh, we got the blocks from Barry right here. He could be attacking him in between the blocking since Storm stopped there. Okay, misses Stomp, but it's not a big deal. They should be able to get him. Yeah, they got him. Now, this guy doesn't have boots, so they should be able maybe to run him down. Nah, Bloodseeker's coming. Gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Is he gonna live? Aw, that sucks. He tried to throw it in between him, like right in front of him, and then walk past it before the actual shards went out. But I'm not entirely sure if you can do that. I don't play Tusk enough to know. But you still have to go for those type of plays. Just attempt them. So Tusk is 0-2-1 at this point, which, I mean, his deaths aren't really too bad. He managed to get the assist on Storm, and I think one of the kills they dove him, and he's still getting good EXP, so it's not a complete fail in the offlane. It's still decent, especially against what he was against Silencer. Okay, so Dan is dead again on the Puck. That really shouldn't be happening. He should be playing a little bit more passive, especially with what's been going on, but people in pubs really just like to auto attack the enemies down in the mid lane. So not much you can really do there. Let's take a look at bottom. Still doesn't have a stout shield. Alright, well, not gonna comment too much more on that, but well, he's taking a lot of damage. I really feel like you should have a stout shield here, Michael. Maybe you can give your thoughts in the comment section about why you didn't get one. Alright, so we have Winter River and transition bot. Don't really know why. Okay, they're diving Tusk again. Is he gonna have any backup? No, no backup. Nobody can part. Alright, this is a rough fucking game, guys. Well, obviously, they're basically losing every lane. Well, they're not really losing bottom, but it's a Darkseer. This here just fucking owns. So he's playing right. See, you see what Darkseer just did right there? He put the Ion Shell on the creep that was in front, and then he speed boosted it, and it gets a lot of harassing the enemy carry. So it's a really cool trick that you can do, especially if you're already doing well in the lane. Alright, so Dan dies again, and how much int is he losing? Oh, so he only lost 2 int from the original death, so Silencer isn't getting too big on that. Barry's still farming it up on the Chen. Not much to say there. But yeah, this is gonna be a really fast mech for the Darkseer, and the Bloodseeker is dominating. And Bloodseeker is, I would say, Bloodseeker is the hardest counter to anti-mage in the game, at least in pubs. I know that in competitive games, teams just do not like. If there's a Bloodseeker on the game, you do not pick anti-mage. And currently, you don't pick anti-mage unless Bloodseeker's banned, or it's a last pick anti-mage. Because this hero just shits on AM. I basically never see AM win in pubs against Bloodseeker. So this is going to be a really rough game for the Radiant side. And since they're all, like, since they lost all lanes so badly, you see how they're just condensed around their jungle? It's hard for anybody to go top, just because with Bloodseeker Rupture, and just how far behind everyone is, it's really hard for them to get counter ganks in. So this tower might fall early. Anti-mage is still being pressured really hard. But Bloodseeker, Darkseer is going to be, yeah, this is going to be a pretty good mech timing for him. Let's see what is, alright, so this is smart though. Since Storm Spirit is jungling, and he knows that he can jungle really efficiently on the Dire, Silencer's just sitting mid, soaking up the EXP and laning against the Puck. And he's just doing rotations. Storm Spirit went out of the jungle at 8 minutes when the rune spawned, so this is definitely how you want to be playing Storm on Dire. Oh, is he going back to farming? Maybe he's going to gank top. Okay, so they ping the tower. They definitely want to take this tower. Let's see how they do it. Is he going to get a rupture on him? He's pinging him. He's pinging him. Nah, just pops the illusion rune, and they're just going to take it safely. They're not going to die for the Tusk. Not going to take that risk. It's like mid we might have an engagement. Alright, so we get a good coil off right there. He's going in really close to get his silence. He has 2 points in silence, which is, I think I really like this build. Because 1 point in silence is really garbage. Yeah, but Silence just going ham right there on the Crystal Maiden. This should be a return kill. Yeah, return kill. Is this guy dead too? Does he port? No, he doesn't port for it. But they got a Rupture on the Bloodseeker. Alright, so... Puck should have just backed earlier, especially given the circumstances. They definitely knew that Bloodseeker and Storm were missing and probably coming towards them, but maybe just some tunnel vision right there. Type of shit does happen. But we have Michael still struggling, and guys, this is basically what happens when you pick Darkseer in pubs. Because the common thing in pubs is you have these type of junglers, and obviously Chen is a jungler that can help out a lot, but Chen can't do much against a Darkseer. Just because like you need like a centaur to really stop his movement in Surge, but even then, like you don't want to commit your time to killing this hero. So he just starts dominating, and okay, this is a weird fucking build coming out. He has max vacuum and only 3 in Iron Shell. I don't agree with this. I definitely think you max Iron Shell. Like, look how low AM is. If he already maxed it, he's already been level 7 for a while because he's level 8. Like, if he had max Iron Shell, he'd be even doing more pressure to the AM. But we have... Nice. So, if you guys saw that, he used the shards to block him. So even if Bloodseeker wanted to move around to kill the AM right there, it would have still cost him a little bit of time, and they probably would have been able to kill the Bloodseeker before AM died to the Bloodseeker. Alright, so we have this happening right here. Good snowball from NA to the Wyvern. And yeah, so this guy is just charging in with just level 3 Iron Shell, like, and only 1 in point in Surge. This is not how you play Darkseer, guys. If you play Darkseer, you max Iron Shell, and you get at least 2 points in Surge. I like to go 3 points if I'm dominating, though, because you can get some really easy kills, solo kills on this hero, on Darkseer, and just dominate pubs like that. This is definitely not the fucking build. Especially since he doesn't even have a point in Wall of Replica. Like, if you go early vacuum like this, you go like 3 points in vacuum and 1 into wall, at least. But even then, you're not going to be fighting in the early game when you have these points, so I don't agree with this build at all. We have some more fighting going on, which is pretty good for the Radiant side because they're far behind enough that they're getting a decent amount of comeback gold. Is there going to be a... Yep, nice. We got a Frostbite right there. Storm dies. 1,800 gold swing just from 2 kills, guys. Just because the Radiant side is... Well, they weren't too far behind. That's actually a lot of gold. Just from 2 kills. Damn. Alright. Well... There's a dominating streak and Bloodseeker. Yeah, dominating streak, and then Bloodseeker has the highest net worth, so he gives off a lot of gold. But they do have a mech on the Darkseer now, so this will be really helpful for the fights. They have mech, they have global silence and silencer. So silencer is going for a lot of points in last word. As a support, this is definitely the build you want to be going for. Who's Bloodseeker working with? Max Thirst, basically standard. Always max Thirst on this hero, guys. And then 2 into Blood Rage. And then you want to be going more into your Silence. So this is a standard build right there. Standard build currently on Storm. You want to be maxing your Static Remnant and your Overload. And you want to be doing a lot of split push on Storm Spirit. And you really only want to be fighting if the enemies die, where you get like a really good gank opportunity. But right here, they managed to pick off the Darkseer again. Man, this is... Okay, so this is a really good play by Barry. He's holding on to his triple centaur, especially since they're behind and the enemy team is playing really aggressively on them. Like, if you have this triple centaur, it's super useful. There's going to be engagement. Puck goes in a little bit, but I don't think anything's going to happen. But holy shit, the Bloodseeker is charging at him. This guy does not give a shit. Oh, he looks kind of weird when he's hasted. Alright, alright. Right, so we got some good stuns. Triple Centaur stun right there. It wasn't used completely correctly. There was some overlapping of stun, but that's fine. They managed to go on the Bloodseeker again, but there's really good Cold Embrace from the Wyvern. Are they going to get him? Yes, they get the Bloodseeker. Now Michael's just going on Storm. This should be a dead Storm as well, guys. This is a really messy fight. Holy shit. I think there's some coordination problems going on from each team, to be honest. Michael's going in, though. He doesn't... Okay, so we got a Battle Fury Rush on Michael. I didn't notice this, but... Alright. So we have a really good Crystal Maiden ultimate. But they're diving too deep. They need to back the hell off. But NA doesn't give a shit, guys. He's like, I'm going in. I'm doing this. Is he gonna die? He's definitely dead. But we have the Battle Fury Rush on AM. I don't agree with this build, especially if you're laning against a Darkseer. Basically, when you're laning against a Darkseer, guys, as any carry, you definitely need boots early on a melee carry, just so you can get in and out near the creep wave, just so you take minimal amount of Ion Shell damage. Like, without the boots, you're gonna have more time when you're standing next to the creep, and that's just more time where you're just taking more Ion Shell damage. It's simple. That's just how it is. So we have top. Michael's playing really defensively. He doesn't know where the Bloodseeker is. If he gets ruptured, he's most likely dead. AM is really bad versus ruptured. That's like the main counter. That's mainly why Bloodseeker counters anti-mage, because of rupture, but also due to the fact that he hits really fucking hard with basically just little items. He only has a Sange Tread, Wraithband, and he's already doing like 130 damage, and everyone on the Radiant team is pretty healthy. Okay, so that was just an overextension. He wanted to ward. He wanted to ward right here, I believe, but he got cut out. Interesting, though. Actually, why was he putting... I don't even know if this is would be a really good ward for the Dire team. I don't think it would be. I think they need to put aggressive wards into the enemy jungle, which these two are aggressive wards, so they're pretty decent. But they need another one since this one just ran out. Alright, so we have the Rupture onto AM. AM can't blink because he takes damage when he blinks from the Rupture, so he dies right there. Simple kill. Is Innate going in? He's going to do some shit? Alright, so we got Dan and Innate just doing work right there. They managed to get the return kill on the Storm, which, no, he had a killing spree. So that was definitely a good trade for them. Yeah, I don't know, a decent trade. Oh, whoa, 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 is this it? Michael, what is this build, man? This is crazy, dude. So he's going Vlad's before boots even. So I feel like he should have some brown boots at least, man. But yeah, all right. Well, this was an older game, and I think yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But I don't agree with this. Agree with the AM item build, but I agree with the skill build though. There might be an engagement breaking out. I'm gonna talk about this AM skill build in a little bit though. All right, so not really too much happening. Maybe there's gonna be a rupture. Does he want a rupture? Okay, this guy definitely wants a rupture. You can tell by the way he's been playing. This guy just... If this Bloodseeker sees a target, he just ruptures them automatically. That's just how he plays. This Kakarado guy. Does anything happen? Man, you see that Bloodseeker just takes chunks on him? Oh my god, this Winter's Curse. And then they're right by the wall. Silence over the top, and then Storm just comes in with the sip. Oh god, this is disastrous. This is really disastrous, and that's a lot of int lost from the Radiant. Silencer gets all that in, so he's really fucking happy about what just happened. But man, holy shit, this build, Mike, freaking ballsy, man. He doesn't have boots. Doesn't have boots. You definitely farm slower with this build. look at him. He's just walking so slow at 17 minutes. It just looks so funny. Definitely want boots. But okay, regarding this this skill build, this is definitely the skill build, guys. Basically, the idea with AM, like if you want to really improve your AM game, you can do it really simply by just changing up your skill build to the correct thing, where you just go points and stats. You want only one in mana break, yeah, mana break, and one in spell shield, and then you want to be pumping points into stats. Alright, so a really simple pick off. Innate was really patient. Michael went off to the side, and you just didn't expect that. Yeah, they're like, Dire's a winning team, so they get careless like that. But basically, you want to have max blink about the time you got the Battle Fury. So I think he got his last point of blink a little bit late, but I kind of do that too. So it's not really too... It's not, I mean, you definitely want to have max blink by the time you have your Battle Fury, though. That's how you're going to be farming the fastest. But you don't really want to be going too many more points into mana break until you're near your Manta. Because basically, guys, you really won't be doing any fighting until you get your Manta. And the way that you're going to be farming the fastest is by pumping more points into stats to give you that agility and the additional points that... additional health that strength gives you. So the 2 points of strength that you get. Just so you farm faster and you're more survivable when you are farming, so you can avoid ganks a lot faster, a lot better, I should say. And yeah, you basically want to have max blank by the time you have your Battle Fury, and then you want to make sure that your mana break is maxed out by the time you get your Manta. So that's just how it is. So it's not like a per level thing. There's not like a build order on this hero. It's just, it depends totally on the timing of both your Manta and your Battle Fury. But it looks like they're going to be mounting up for push. Do we have a mech yet? We have a mech on Chen, and we have a Vlad's on the AM. So this is really good. Are they gonna pick him? If they can pick him off, that'd be huge. But they do not. They do not do so. But he has a vacuum and a wall. Is he gonna be able to use it? Pretty good coil, silence. Okay, and then a really nice CM ultimate in the back, and they have nothing to cancel it. But okay, the BS stun or silence just canceled it. But that ultimate from CM just won them the fight, I think. On top of the Chen ult, but Chen didn't manage to get his mech off. But not too big of a deal. Damn. So that was a really good fight from them. Yeah, so definitely go Vlad's on this hero, though, on anti-mage. It's definitely core on this hero. But now he's going into treads, which is fine. I don't know. Maybe at this point I would not even get the treads. I would just go for the boots of travel, just because it's kind of later into the game, and I don't know. I would probably go to the boots of travel this game. Are they going to be able to pick this guy up? If they pick this guy up, that's actually huge. No, they're not going to be able to do so. This guy's rupture up. Is he going to rupture him? Okay, he definitely had time to rupture the AM right there, so that was a misplay. And then a good Yules, and man, they're just cutting the shit out of this Bloodseeker. And oh, this guy, like, this guy doesn't give a shit. This hero's actually really obnoxious in that sense, Bloodseeker. Just runs at you. Doesn't give a shit about anything, really. At least the people that tend to pick him don't really care about anything. Alright, so we have AM pushing in mid. Definitely want to be doing. Don't get ruptured, don't get ruptured. He got ruptured. He doesn't have a TP. He blinks but takes a shit ton of damage. Oh no, he's definitely dead unless Innate saves him. If Innate saves him, come on. Oh shit. That was huge. God, that was such a good play. Really good play by Tusk. Played that perfectly. And not only did he play that perfectly, but he knew the exact distance that he could cast a snowball and then add Michael into the snowball as well, the anti-mage. So sick fucking plays by Tusk right here. So get the Dream Coil. He puts down. Okay, well, I need to talk about what Darkseer just did there because he's been doing it most of this game. But are they gonna be able to get anyone else? Puck is in here. Puck is going ham. Storm Spirit is going on the Chen. Manages to pick him off. Kind of missed. The Storm just misplayed that a bit. He could have won the Tusk a little bit faster, but he moved over to the left a little bit. He's gonna be able to do anything else. Now the Storm just dies. We have a vacuum there. Nothing else should really be happening, but these two guys are definitely dead unless this happens. So good winner's curse to cancel the CM ult. Got the port away, and he'll be just fine maybe. And NA is just making all plays this game. This guy dead too. Nah, he should probably just get out, just because he knows the Bloodseeker just spawned. Alright, so we're gonna have a snowball, and then we're gonna have the Test of Faith, I think. Use it? Alright, yeah. So, a decent amount of damage right there. He needs to back the fuck up, though. Oh, this silence wants him. Okay, so good send back by Barry. Gonna cut the amount of time where Innate is inactive, so we can return on the map pretty sick. And, okay, there's been a lot of action this game. 27 kills to 27 kills, so I'm actually glad that I casted this game. It's a really good game. Michael does not give a shit either. This is just a game where nobody gives a shit. They just want to brawl. I'd say these are some of the more fun games in Dota, but he needs to not... That needs to not happen. But he's a TP this time, and then we got that mini stun to cancel at least one auto attack, so good good Dream Coil from the Puck there. I think he would have lived even if that extra auto attack that got cancelled went off, but still a good play. Now we got the vacuum, and there's just non-stop fighting. I want to be talking about some of the things I see that are happening, but alright, yeah, definitely a rough game, man. I agree with that. Now, the way that Darkseer has been using his spells in combination with each other, he's been throwing down the wall. He's been throwing down the wall of Replica and then the vacuum, and that is not how you want to be doing it, guys. You want to vacuum and then wall. You want to use your vacuum in a certain spot and then immediately just spam the shit out of your wall button and cast that right where the center of your vacuum is, and that'll get them every single time. There's gonna be a less chance that they stun you between when you throw your wall down and then your vacuum. It's just the way you do it. Let's go to Winner's Curve. So Michael is dead. Innate just to kill his ally, but you know what? That type of stuff happens. Man, the Dire team is really fucking hungry, guys. Once again, rough game coming out from Michael. Okay, so he just used Cold Embrace on himself. I'm not too sure why. I think that was a misclick. Barry's checking out. I hope Barry goes for Guardian Greaves really quick. Guardian Greaves is fucking broken, guys. Alright. So we kind of have a split battle going on, but Inna's going on to the Wyvern. Got the Cold Embrace there. Got the puck going on to the Silencer. Uses Yules to cancel the TP, so that's really smart. And then over here we got the wall. Managed to get Tusk, but he didn't have his vacuum up. This guy's definitely dead. Oh, that was decent. Managed to vacuum up the Tusk on the cliff. So I have some cliff adventures going on here for Tusk. Just watching the battle as it occurs. Michael's dead. Michael's dead. We just revived. Got another Wallish Punch going on. What's the cooldown? It's only 16 seconds. That's crazy. Such a strong ability. We have even more fighting going in. Storm's coming in now too. What's happening? Oh, he's low on mana. Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew that was going to happen. This guy's running away. Just casual max movement speed. Higher than max movement speed. Alright, guys. So a lot of stuff has been happening. But... okay, well... I said that he should rush to Guardian Greaves, but... Ags is probably just as good. Ags is actually better. So... forget what I just said about him rushing the Guardian Greaves right away. And basically, guys, Guardian Greaves is really good because once you get really low, it like you get like a shit ton of armor and a shit ton of regen, and you just you end up surviving in a lot of situations where you otherwise wouldn't have if it wasn't on your team. So it's actually a really broken item. That's why you see in TI5 right now, teams are prioritizing getting it every game on basically every team, regardless of their lineup. But is Michael going to get caught out here? No, he's not. But the thing with Ags, it kind of does a similar thing. You get the extra HP from the heal, increases your heal, and then you can get like a big ancient creep right now to increase the HP of your teammates by 15%, I believe. I think it's 15, but that's a massive amount, so the Ags is definitely the better call. But he should get Guardian Greaves after the Ags, I would say. Okay, we have more fighting going. Damn, this game. These two are just teaming up. Michael and Nate have just been teaming up this entire game, which is, I'd say, correct, to be honest. Yeah, he's dead too. He's definitely dead. Blade Mill SNY, nothing too strange. Got an Ogre Club. Alright, so what's happening? They're just going to be pushing in mid-tower. But yeah, I think if Michael farmed a little bit more this game, that, like, if AM played more of the split push style, they probably would have lost this game just because they were behind so much. And Bloodseeker and Storm Spirit can actually, like, these two in combination will be able to stop any split push that Anti-Mage would have wanted to go for. But pushing into mid-tower now. We've got the Heaven's Halberd on Tusk. I really like this item against Bloodseeker. It's really strong. It could have been a Solar Crest as well. And Solar Crest is actually broken, so I actually would I have preferred it? Nah, I think Heaven's Halberd is better in this situation against a Bloodseeker. Just because Bloodseeker moves so fast that if Tusk, let's say Tusk got a Solar Crest, for example, and he throws it on like Anti-Mage, and Anti-Mage becomes a lot more tanky and like nearly unkillable with that item. What the Bloodseeker can do, since he's like moving at like 1,000 movement speed or some shit, he can just go onto another target really easily and kind of negate the Solar Crest. So Heaven's Halberd is better against a Bloodseeker for sure. Good catch from the Sigil. Smart placement from the Sigil, managed to catch him out. I'm actually really impressed by Innate's play. It's just a weird battle, but they're on the high ground. 3 players on the high ground, but we got the blink from the bottom. Blink onto the Silencer, so Michael knows his target. He casted that ultimate a little bit too early, so the silencer is he had to stick on the silencer a little bit longer than he wanted to. But Innate's going fucking ham. Is this Darkseer dead? He might be. Yes, he should be with the frostbite. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Alright, so pretty good. Really good fight right there. I'm actually completely surprised that the Radiant side is winning. But they have good items. They have all the heal from Hand of God. They have really strong disables from Tusk. Tusk is broken. Crystal Maiden. Well, this Crystal Maiden's been getting off really good ultimates. He's been really patient with just waiting till Silencer blows his ultimate. Like, he's not casting it right away, and he's just playing it really correctly. And if you can get off a really good ultimate on Crystal Maiden, this hero is super fucking strong, guys. Like, people think this hero is weak, and she kind of is when you look at it. She has really bad stats, she moves really slow, but a lot of her power is in her ultimate. So you want to be making sure that either you get a good ultimate off, so this game he's been waiting till the Silencer has blown his ultimate before he casts it, or you want to be casting your ultimate in a place where they have to move a lot of distance to cancel it, meaning that your team can get in a lot of damage. And you don't really care if they cancel it early, but... Alright, so we have Bloodseeker just going on to Chen, managed to pick him off very quickly right there. Stormspirit's really low, so this should be an ultimate from the AM, and this guy is definitely dead. Blink forward, Michael. Do it, man. Nice. 1200 damage right there. Throws out the XD towards the anti-mage, and then it's just going in. I feel like Tusk is just unkillable this game. I feel like he's... Oh, Michael just blinks ahead. He went for a heart. I really like this build. Heart is core against a Bloodseeker, guys, if you're playing AM. Because you need the raw HP against his pure damage from the Rupture. And now they're going onto these guys. A really good snowball and an ice shard, so AM managed to get off some cleave damage, but in the end they were all stuck. So we got the GG coming out from the Darkseer. He knows this game is over. This game is over, guys. Is it over, though? It goes on for a little bit longer. Let's see what happens. I'll just fast forward at this point. But I think everyone on Radiant played really well. They 5-manned when they 5-manned because they knew that they were too far behind. That, like, the only way that they were going to win is if they 5-manned. Like, sure, they could have played the AM game where you just stay split. I'll go into player's perspective when I talk about this. They could have played the Radiant side could have played the AM game where you just wait until AM gets like 5 big items up or 4 big items up, and then you go for some more aggression. But they definitely would have lost this game against the pickoff heroes that they had. Like, that Silencer can aid in pickoffs. Stormspirit's really good against pickoffs, and he had a lead. Winter Wyvern is broken. Rupture is broken versus anti-mage. So yeah, just really good play from the Radiant side. I think I'll just play this game from the anti-mage perspective, and I'll just play it from fast forward. So we got him farming up right here, and that should be it. Okay, so we got an engagement right here. Pops his Blade Mail, pops a Rupture on Michael. We got the send back. I think this game is over, guys. This game is definitely over, so thanks for watching. See you later.